It's nice. Hi, this is Thunder from Booredatwork.com. We're going to take a look at some of the software features of the Galaxy S4 from Samsung. Now, there are a couple of things to note here. You can see that you do have that quick access feature here that you found on your Galaxy Notes. You can actually do the multitasking with the applications there, which is also present. And you can take that off by just hitting the back button. And a couple of things here, if you hit the menu, let's go into the settings, see what we have. You see the settings display is also different now. You now have the different segments. You can go to your different parts of your settings, from connections, my devices, and accounts. And of course, go to more about device. You can see that there under 4.2.2. Now we do have, of course, a battery meter here. It gives us more detailed look at the battery. Also see the power saving options. We can turn that on. And our storage right here, which shows us 9.62, which means this is 16 gigabytes in total. Security here, of course, this has that new knock security feature, so you can actually separate work and home in there. And there's some more options here you can actually go through there. And you have location services. Accounts shows you all your accounts. My devices, again, this is so much easier to actually navigate. And you can see your lock screen here, your lock screen widgets, lock screen effects, so on and so forth. You also have motion and gestures, which is quite important for us. Air gestures, motion gestures, palm gestures, and gyroscope calibration. We have our smart screen, which means we can actually smart pause a video by looking away. But we can't show you quite well here because we haven't set up the cameras for that. And we have smart rotation to tilt your screen, so when you're scrolling and things like that. And then of course we have AirView, where our fingers control different motions, which we'll show you in a second. So those are some of the things you can see, and of course the connections. We have NFC, of course, Bluetooth 4.0. There is no wireless charging, people. I'm sorry about that. No mention of that here. And of course your data usage and S-beams and things like that. So let's go ahead and look at some of the features, especially ones with the camera. First cool thing of the camera, which of course you see in our hands on, is the dual camera mode, which you can see as board frame is recording for me. I can actually record both sides at the same time. I can actually also take photos at the same time of both sides, and I can actually capture moments. So if I'm taking photos of my kids, if I had kids, it would be great because I can actually show my reaction with that. But when I have kids, I would do that also. So it's something that's pretty cool. We can also see more of the settings here. It shows you some of the camera settings here. Options, off and on. You take that off there. You can see the photo size, centered weight, so on and so forth. You can also go into the camera here. 1080p records that. And then you can see more of the other options here within the camera itself. Now, other things you can also look into if you go into the gallery. Video. And let's head back. The AirView mode. So if you hover above, see my finger didn't touch the screen. I can hover above, my finger didn't touch the screen again. So you can just use that. Basically, it's really not that serious of an option, but it's a cool thing to show your friends that their phones can do that, which I like. You also have the ability to actually change photos without actually touching them. So when you're talking to friends in your presentation, say, hey, check out this next photo. And you go, here. It's basically the Jedi mind trick with your device. You can keep doing that, and it's actually quite effective. Just remember, you have to go across your device, and it does that quite well. And it's very simple, very easy to use. A couple other things here you do also have, like, I believe there's also this S Navigate, which it might be here, this S voice. You can see the S voice here. You have Samsung Link, you have smart Samsung Video, Watch Calling, and of course Samsung Hub. A lot of the things we'll get into. There's also S Health, because you have more tracking devices. You can calculate your weight, kind of like Fitbit with accessories and things like that. So there are a lot of things this device does, which we really can't cover in just this video, but we wanted to show you a couple of things that the Galaxy S4 does. Now, software-wise, this thing is very smooth, feels very comfortable. A lot of the features they've done here are actually good. S voice, of course, we can't test it because of the noise, but you can see you can go into drive mode. Let's see. Drive mode on. I'm not sure if it'll pick it up, but
see, I'm not really touching the screen, and
it really can't pick it up right now. But you can go into drive mode, which will give you the new driving options, which was mentioned in the demo, which of course will show more when we get our hands on this device overall. But I do like it. It's very smooth, very fast. Samsung really has come out and given users a lot of features that will make every other device manufacturer scared. So I think they've packed in a lot of stuff here that a lot of people can pick and choose. Let's see some of the smart browsing and see if we can actually do any of that. I'm not sure if we have any connectivity here. It looks like So you can see I tilt.
It's Samsung Story album. We'll go right in here.
Oh, there we go. So that's the smart scrolling there. I'm not touching anything, and you can see that in there. So there's some of the features. We'll go through most of them in our full review, but just giving you a look at the new software interface, new TouchWiz, Android 4.2.2 on the